Hello. It is officially what? Day 2 of not having a job. And I'm just jumping on here because I just finished filming the Let It Be Known show with Stacey Brown from the NMPA. And I have to just say, like, I took that opportunity kind of like at the last minute while I was on the road, but it was probably one of the best decisions I've made. Um, I really enjoy talking about news. I really enjoy um, sharing um, a well rounded, very researched perspective, but at the same time, bringing my own authentic self to it. So I feel like there may be a lane for me with that. I know that I say this a lot, but I feel like a lot of you have been following me for years, if not a few decades. I know at least one decade, at least 10 years. But I know that a lot of you remember when I used to do sideline reporting in sports. And then a lot of you have grown to see me embrace being in front of the camera with interviews and things of that nature. So, maybe it's just time to kind of just look into some other avenues and looking to see some other opportunities, even though those type of opportunities in front of the camera really scare me. I modeled for over, I want to say, close to 15 years, between 13 and 15 years professionally. Like, I did commercials, I did hair campaigns, I did music videos in between checks, and, just in general, like, I hosted shows, red carpets, and things of that nature. And so it's one of those things where I feel like as I'm, coming into another life or another chapter in my life, I should say, that I embrace what's coming to me and how people really see me. I know from a lot of my, closest industry friends and associates, they're always like, you should be on TV, you should be on TV. But I'm not a weather type of person. I'm not reporting live from, no, I'm not that person, because I'll be like, hey, let me tell y'all what happened. You know what I'm saying? Very around the way type of woman. And it's just, with that country twang and all of that, like, it's just, I I don't know what's going to come, and I felt like I needed to record this moment, and I needed to kind of get this out, just because um I do want to be able to look back to say on June 28th at 8:13, the year 2022, I literally stepped out. I'm grateful. I'm very thankful. I'm shifting my mindset. When you it's one thing to be fired from a job. It's another thing to lose a job just because, like, your position was cut or what have you. But it's a whole nother thing to quit. And for a lot of people, quitting may seem as if you gave up, when a lot of people don't know the hell you went through to stay in said job, said position, um, whatever. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm so grateful for the steps it took me to get to this point. I'm not grateful for that seizure that led me to make my decision uh, so quickly. But what I will say is, one of the things that I have shared on my YouTube channel, and you can go back and look at some of the things from my health crisis that I was dealing with between 2018 and 2019. Is that for me, my body is telling me what to do right now. My body is controlling this. Like, and I don't know if that sounds weird, but it sounds very on point for me, just because of all of the work that I've done for myself personally, as far as like healing my inner child, dealing with my shadow self, talking to my teenage self, processing things throughout my life, dealing with whatever trauma and pain that I've endured, especially over the last 3 to 4 years. Insane. It's a lot. It's a lot. It would break some people. But at this point in my life, I feel as if in those moments where you do feel like you're breaking or you have broken, you are capable of putting the pieces back together. Or there's something else that's coming about to where you're just going to be anew, you know? So for me, I just think I just wanted to take the time to kind of just document this moment and really kind of be upfront about how a lot of people are asking me that question. Okay, so you left this or you stopped doing this. Now what? What's next? I don't know what the hell is next. I just don't know. So, and it's okay. It is okay to not know. I think there is power in being still, in allowing your life to be directed. I've always allowed God to order my steps. But at this moment in time, I'm really seeing it in like true fashion, how I am allowing him to step in and direct me in whatever direction I'm headed in. So I'm not worried about nobody telling me to stay in my lane no more. Shade. And I'm not worried about someone trying to figure out, you know, what's good for me, because my intentions have always been pure in any industry that I've worked in, from healthcare to modeling to the sports media industry to the legal industry to back to media, but actually being like a C-suite executive. Like, my intentions have always been good in every industry that I've worked in, and I've learned so many major things that have shaped me as a person, as a leader, as a woman, as a mother. And it's so important that I take the opportunity to kind of share those things as far as how that shapes my perspective and how I can really show up for other people who are just now hitting a certain stride in their life, who are just now dealing with trauma and pain, who are just now dealing with, you know, blended family issues, or just now dealing with, you know, figuring out how to communicate what's happening with them from the inside out. You know, there are a lot of people dealing with silent battles. I know I have been very vocal about a lot of my battles, but there's a lot that I don't share. And the fact of the matter is that stress almost killed me. That's it. Period. And when I say almost killed me, that was just last Friday. Like, and at this point, my words for this year, 2022, I'm a person who meditates on words for the year, and usually it'll come to me immediately, and sometimes it comes later on in the year. And my words for the year, it was two. It was ease and joy. So I want a life that has more ease. I've gone through a lot. I'm 38 years old. I've gone through a lot in this body. I've gone through a lot mentally. I've gone through a lot financially. I've gone through a lot spiritually. I've gone through a lot emotionally. And at this point in my life, at 38 years old, I want more joy. I want more peace. I want to be able to just show up as myself and not feel as if I have to apologize for that. I want to just fucking be. That's it. And if that bothers anybody, I'm not apologizing. I'm no longer apologizing for my ability to be who I am and to show up the way that I do. Don't want to be bothered with it? Don't cross my path. Don't want to be bothered with it? Don't even worry about me. Like, leave me alone. I'm okay. I'm over here minding my business. So I just wanted to just share that, because for me right now, this isn't where, you know, I have like adult background, or that I have, you know, a backdrop, or that I have this video edited a certain way. No, like, I've always been a straight shooter. Press play, like press record, like all that. And so at this point in my life, I think it's important that I document this. So you're going to be on a roll for, I don't know how long this is going to be. I don't know when something's going to change. I do know that I am actively wanting to do a certain type of work, and I'll know it when it comes across to me. But at this point in my life, I am very grateful. I am very happy. I am in a good place. Hell, I was in a good place before I even had the seizure. And but I will say it's important that I listen to my body, that I listen to the things that, not necessarily the things that my mind produces or my thoughts, but more so like understand, like using discernment and realizing that there's a reason why this common thought keeps happening. There's a reason why I keep assessing certain people around me or in my life, personally or professionally. There's a reason why. There's a reason, like, in finding those answers and actually sitting down and taking the time to really process that. And I'm just grateful because at this point, I feel like I was hidden for a long time. Even when I was going through my health crisis, as much as I was sharing, hell, I was sharing out of a fear of losing my life and nobody knowing what I was going through, right? So at this point, because I am living and I am thriving, let me say that again. I am living and I am thriving because I am doing those two things. I still feel as if I have to voice my process, my journey, my story, my narrative, because so many people will place so many different narratives and stories upon you just because they cannot deal with their own shit. And on that note, I'm just going to say thank you because this took longer than what I expected. But if you believe in, passing the offering, y'all know how to tip me on Twitter and my Cash App. Just DM me, message me. I'll give you my Cash App. Send me a little few dollars because y'all, I ain't got no job right now. And it's okay because thank God I was smart enough to save. Thank God I'm doing all of the things that I'm supposed to do. And thank God that I've realized that my health matters more to me than to seeing a goal through, seeing a project through, seeing someone else's vision through. Mind you, I was a part of that vision and I'm grateful for that. But at the end of the day, if you don't have complete control, people have you feeling like you were not valuable or not worthy. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm MVP. I'm the real MVP. Let's just call it what it is. Because when I show up, I show up. Baby on my hip and everything. I will show up. I will do my job. And I do my job in less time. And I'm effective. So, yeah. Don't let nobody tell you how to show up as you. And don't let nobody keep you from making certain decisions that you need to make for your life. Yep. Bye.